let's start by doing something. Okay. Hey, it's Lauren from Hot for Food, and today we are getting prepped and ready for the holidays. I'm gonna show you how to make 2 easy vegan holiday bites / appetizers. And I'm also super excited to be working with Hudson's Bay again to bring you these recipes and ideas with some fun kitchen additions I got in their home department. So thanks so much to Hudson's Bay for sponsoring and collaborating with me on today's video. The 2 recipes I'm gonna show you how to make today are perfect for all of the parties you're going to be hosting and or attending this season. And so I'm gonna show you how to make some saucy sweet and sour cocktail meatballs, as well as a luscious, delicious beer cheese fondue. Oh yes, you're gonna be all ready to go and you're gonna be starving by the end of this video. So let's start by prepping the meatballs. So the base of the meatballs is going to be TVP, which is textured vegetable protein. I found it in a bulk store in these little tiny pieces. If you can't find it like this, then if you can only find big pieces, just like whirl it through a food processor until it looks a little bit more like fish food, like this. Because this is supposed to be like a crumbled ground beef, right? So that's the kind of texture you want. Now you do need to hydrate this and add some flavor to it. So to do that, you're gonna pour this into a bowl. And then what we're going to do is take my favorite vegan beef flavored bouillon, which is in here. And to this, I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of warm water. That's just to get it dissolved. So make sure you combine that really well. And then we'll pour this over top of the TVP. You don't wanna over soak it. You just wanna get it slightly hydrated, but still kind of firm to the touch. Basically 1 to 2 minutes, and then you're gonna get the right texture here. So you'll feel it, it's like firm but inflated. It looks like ground beef. So what you wanna do is, it's sort of sopped up enough at this point. Go back to your other bowl and strain this. Pour it into a fine mesh sieve like this. Reserve the broth, we're gonna use it for the sweet and sour sauce. And just squeeze it a little bit and get some of that excess moisture out. You don't have to get all of it, but it should just be like relatively not so sopped up with liquid. So just set this aside, go back into here. So TVP is actually super inexpensive, and the rest of the stuff we're adding to these meatballs also is things like beets, black beans, garlic, onion, and spices. So it's gonna be super simple, homemade, and very tasty. Now you can dice up an onion, and you wanna dice it pretty finely because we're not going to use a food processor to make the meatballs, so everything needs to be pretty small in texture. So to make these vegan meatballs look realistic, we've got our TVP. We're gonna add in some mashed black beans, and the other secret ingredient is beets. Now I already purchased those like pre-cooked beets you can get at the grocery store in the vacuum pack, just cause it's way easier. So if you can find those, do that. Otherwise you're gonna have to steam or boil or roast a beet to get it cooked. And now you wanna cut this really small as well, like almost even smaller than the onion, just so that it really incorporates and looks the same as the TVP. So I would say it's almost like a minced beet. Pretty much as finely as you would mince garlic. Now we're going to saute the onion and garlic in olive oil in a skillet over medium heat. Cook this for 2 to 3 minutes until soft and fragrant. Then you're gonna add dried thyme, dried rosemary, dried oregano, smoked paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, ground cumin, sea salt, and ground pepper. And then combine this and cook for another minute. Then add in your strained TVP and stir to combine, cooking for about another 2 to 3 minutes. Then add this all back into the bowl. So now you're gonna add some black beans that you can just mash up with a fork. The beets, a flax egg mixture, and then mix that until it's really well combined, and then fold in oat flour. So friends, you're gonna take a little tablespoon of mixture and between the palms of your hands, make little meatballs and place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet, just like that. Get in the zone, the meatball making zone. So this makes 24 little meatballs, and what you need to do is just refrigerate these because they are slightly warm from everything we cooked. You want them to firm up in the fridge, so 30 to 60 minutes. While they're firming up, we're going to make the sweet and sour sauce, which has a cranberry sauce base, so it's a little holiday-esque, and you can do that in a blender. So we're gonna combine canned cranberry sauce, canned fire-roasted tomatoes, some of the reserved broth from soaking the TVP, red wine vinegar, vegan Worcestershire, miso paste, cornstarch, and sea salt. Blend that until it's really smooth, and then you can set it aside. Now you can heat your skillet back up over medium heat with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Make sure it's evenly coating the bottom of the pan, and you can place the meatballs just slightly spaced apart in the skillet and brown them on one side for about 1 to 2 minutes. Just be sure not to overcrowd the pan. You might need to do these in a couple of batches. Gently flip the meatballs and brown all remaining sides for another 1 to 2 minutes each side. And once they're nice and evenly browned up and slightly crispy on the outside like this, remove the meatballs from the pan. Add in about half the sauce to the bottom of the skillet. Place the meatballs back in the sauce slightly spaced apart. And then spoon or brush to coat the tops of the meatballs with the remaining sauce, and leave a couple of tablespoons to coat just before serving. Now you can bake these in the oven at 425 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. All the cookware, dishware, and accessories you're seeing in today's video are from Hudson's Bay, so I've linked each product below in the description so you can purchase your very own lovely gifts for the holidays, for yourself or others, so check that out. And we're gonna move on to the cheese fondue right now. Now, I haven't had cheese fondue in over a decade, like real cheese fondue, but normally it is an Emmental or a Gruyere type Swiss cheese. It's bitter, it's got a very distinct taste. I don't forget what it tasted like, it was delicious. So to accomplish this, we're gonna use a few different interesting ingredients. One is potatoes, which you know I use in my nacho cheese recipe. We're gonna add cashews into the mix, and then the beer is essential. I'm gonna use a pale ale. This is gonna give it that sort of bitterness. Traditionally, cheese fondue has like a dry white wine in it, but we're not gonna get the same flavor if we do that because we're making a vegan version. So just trust me on this one, y'all. It's amazing, and it's gonna be creamy and delicious. So we're gonna start by dicing up some white potato. I've also already got white onion diced up. Now you're gonna heat up a cast iron skillet over medium heat with some olive oil. Add your onion and saute for 2 to 3 minutes until soft and translucent. Then you're gonna add some roughly chopped garlic, nutmeg, sea salt, and white pepper, and saute for about another minute. Then add in your potato and stir and cook for 2 to 3 minutes. You can see the potato getting starchy. This is when you want to add your pale ale and bring this to a simmer. Simmer for about 10 minutes to cook off the alcohol and cook the potatoes till they're fork tender. Then add this mixture to a high-powered blender along with soaked and drained raw cashews, sauerkraut brine, white wine vinegar, and Dijon. And then blend this until it's very, very smooth. Okay, so this is hot because we put the hot sauteed mixture in here and blended it. So it's pretty much ready to go into your fondue set with the flame going and everything. I'm telling you, it's the pale ale and it's the brine from the sauerkraut just coming together for a little party. Well, happy holidays to me. Check out these sweet and sour meatballs and the ultimate vegan beer cheese fondue. It's bubbling away here. It's luscious, it's delicious. We are pairing this with roasted potatoes, broccoli, vegan sausage, tomatoes, and of course, fresh baguette. I also have some pickled asparagus, but you could do, you know, little mini cocktail pickles or whatever they're called, those mini ones. Any other pickled veg you like. You can really do whatever you want. This is just what I want to eat. So let's get dipping, shall we? Oh my God. It's gonna be real good with this vegan sausage. Now, because it starts to burn on the bottom, you really wanna go in and get hot, the hot stuff's on the bottom. Ooh. And then careful not to burn your mouth because that is some steamy cheese. Okay. With these holiday bites, you are taking your party to the next level. You are leveling up. That's what it's all about, right? Gotta have goals, gotta have ambition, you gotta level up. That's what we're doing. So good. Okay. Meatballs. You can see the inside texture there. Delicious. This sauce with the cranberry, the sweet, the tangy. I mean, these are delicious. If you want to be lazier, you could buy like a pre-made vegan meatball and just make the sauce. If you really want to level up, you can dip your meatball in the cheese, although be careful with that sweet and sour sauce, mixing all in there, but oops, making a mess. What's happening? All of it. You are just gonna love this. Look at this, meat and cheese. This is a vegan channel, man. That's what I'm talking about. Everything can be made from plants. You can find the full recipes on my blog, hotforfoodblog.com, and all the items that I used from Hudson's Bay I've linked below in the description with direct links so you can purchase your very own items as well. Some of these make great gifts. In fact, I think this fondue set, which is fairly inexpensive, would make a great host gift if you're attending a party, and you can bring the cheese fondue for everyone to enjoy. I have listed this as well as some other host gift ideas from Hudson's Bay on their blog called The Point. That's linked below as well, so check that out for all your gift giving ideas this year. And that's it. I mean, coming Friday, I'm actually launching a holiday ebook, Hot for Holiday, bonus recipes for the holidays. If you purchase my cookbook, Vegan Comfort Classics, 101 Recipes to Feed Your Face, you can claim this free ebook as a bonus gift from me to you starting Friday until December 24th. So if you were thinking of buying the book for somebody or for yourself, do it as of Friday. Really trying to ramp up those book sales for Christmas. But these recipes are next level also. You're gonna want them. Check them out. Ooh, so delicious, so tasty. They're only gonna be in this holiday ebook, so don't miss it. All right, that's it. We're gonna keep on rolling right here every Wednesday on Hot for Food. I post every Wednesday with brand new content, always vegan, always delicious, always gourmet vegan comfort food. Follow me on social at Hot for Food, at Lauren Toyota, and this was just so lovely. I'm in the full festive spirit. I'm so stoked, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Let's get this fondue. There's a happy face in the cheese.